There comes a moment, often sometime after we cross 50, when we notice the small things first, the slight stiffness in the morning, the way the knees whisper before we stand, or how the simple act of turning to look behind us feels just a little tighter than it used to. And in these quiet moments a gentle fear settles in, a fear that mobility may slowly drift away without us noticing until it is gone. Yet beneath that concern lives a very human hope, a hope that strength, balance, and joy in our bodies can still be nurtured with small, loving acts each day. And that is where the simple wisdom of daily movement becomes a kind of medicine, reminding us that the body wants to support us if we learn to listen to it again. As we age, muscles naturally lose some of their density, joints become a bit less lubricated, and circulation moves a little slower, not because we are failing, but because the body adapts to whatever we do most. And if stillness becomes our routine, the body quietly learns stillness too. This is why gentle, consistent exercises have such a powerful effect. They signal to our joints to produce more fluid, to our muscles to wake and rebuild, and to our balance centers to stay alert, offering us not a reversal of age, but a deep, steady renewal of function, a renewal that feels both calming and empowering. One of the most valuable habits we can embrace is a set of 5 simple daily exercises that require no equipment and very little space, yet they work together like a small orchestra, each movement supporting a different part of the body: strength, flexibility, balance, and circulation. And when practiced with patience, they form a quiet ritual of self-respect. The first exercise is a gentle sit-to-stand, where you begin seated in a sturdy chair, feet planted firmly on the floor, and you slowly rise without using your hands, then lower yourself back down with control. This trains the thighs, hips, and core, the muscles we rely on most for independence. And doing 10 repetitions a day teaches the body that standing, lifting, climbing, and moving are skills worth protecting. The second is a slow heel-to-toe walk along a hallway or countertop, placing one foot directly in front of the other as though walking a thin line, helping strengthen the small stabilizing muscles in the feet and ankles that naturally weaken with age. Doing this for 30 steps each day keeps the brain and body communicating clearly about balance, reducing that subtle unease that sometimes appears when turning corners or stepping off curbs. The third is a gentle hip-opening stretch, standing or seated, simply lifting one knee outward a few inches and then lowering it, encouraging the hips to stay mobile, because when the hips tighten, the lower back often begins to compensate, creating a chain of discomfort that many seniors attribute to getting old, when in truth it is often just the body asking for a bit of movement. The fourth exercise is a shoulder roll, slow and rhythmic, 10 circles forward and 10 circles back, releasing tension that builds quietly from years of reaching, lifting, and carrying the responsibilities of a lifetime. The shoulders respond beautifully to this simple motion, often warming within seconds as circulation increases and stiffness melts in gentle waves. And finally, the fifth exercise is deep diaphragmatic breathing paired with a soft arm lift, inhaling through the nose while letting the arms rise slightly, then exhaling slowly as the arms lower, soothing the nervous system and improving oxygen flow, which in turn supports clearer thinking, steadier energy, and a calmer emotional landscape. This last exercise is the bridge between body and mind, reminding us that strength is not just physical, but also deeply internal. Practicing these exercises once a day is often enough, usually in the morning or before evening rest, though any moment of the day can be chosen if it feels peaceful. What matters most is consistency, the quiet promise to yourself that you will show up, not with force or perfection, but with simple presence. Many people begin noticing subtle changes within a week or two, a smoother rise from chairs, a steadier step, a soft warmth spreading through the joints, and a sense of trust returning to the body. After a month, these improvements deepen. Stiffness fades more quickly in the morning. The breath feels fuller, and balance begins to feel like an old friend returning home. It is not dramatic or sudden. Instead, it feels like the body is exhaling a long, relieved breath, grateful for the attention. There may even be moments when you pause midday and realize that something once difficult now feels natural again, and that realization alone can spark a quiet pride. What makes these exercises truly powerful is not their complexity, but their gentleness. repeated day after day like a soft reminder that aging is not a decline but a transition, and transitions are best met with compassion rather than fear. The body remembers kindness, and every small movement is a message that you still believe in its ability to adapt, heal, and support you. If you ever worry you started too late, know this. The human body is incredibly responsive at any age, and even in later years, the muscles, joints, and nervous system continue to learn, continue to strengthen, continue to blossom when we treat them with patience. So as you practice these 5 exercises daily, let each movement carry not just physical intention, but emotional meaning. A reminder that you are choosing strength, choosing mobility, choosing the long, unfolding story of your life with clarity and hope. And when you finish each session, take one quiet moment to thank your body, not for being perfect, but for being loyal, for carrying you through decades of joys and challenges, and for being willing, even now, to grow with you. In that gratitude, something soft and strong awakens, a sense that staying young and strong after 50 is less about resisting time and more about walking beside it gently, honoring yourself with every breath, every step, every small act of care, and letting hope settle into your heart like warm sunlight, reminding you that it is never too late to begin again.